At the point guard position, standing 6'5", number 9.
Grant, looking at these two teams. My attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
And the starting lineup for Miami. We've got Isaiah Stewart. He's out there with Bam Adebayo. Jaylen Brown is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Grimes in at the shooting guard. Pass to Murray Boyles. The three-pointer off the mark. And so Adebayo will bring it up for Miami. Their last encounter in Miami.
Well, in this last matchup, they captured the win in large part because their backups provided a lot of the scoring punch.
Yeah, and you know what? I expect them to go deep into the bench again tonight to give those guys on the bench a chance to have an expanded role, but also to give those starters some rest.
Now here's Capella, hounded by Adebayo. The three from Suggs. Rebound Miami. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for Charlotte. I asked him if he thinks anyone has a better feel for the game than Luka Doncic, and he told me, I don't want to get into a comparison, but what I can say is that he controls the pace like no one else. You can't speed him up, you can't slow him down. Guys?
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Doncic with the bucket.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
To the middle. Here's Williams. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Man, good whistle there.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Charlotte shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Williams. Grant, the Hornets are a team hoping to end a pretty substantial playoff drought.
Yeah, it's been a long time since they made a buzz in the postseason, but their return could be closer than people think. A few smart moves here or there might be all it takes.
No good on the second free throw. At 6'9", Bam Adebayo is on the shorter side of centers. Yet he is elite defensively, Grant.
He's been top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting a bunch of times. Bam has an incredible motor, a great IQ, and he's a switchable big. That's huge in today's game.
Clark, when you watch Luka Doncic play, how is he able to just control the games like he does?
He's a savant. That's all I can say. He's way ahead of himself. I mean, this guy's been a pro since he was 13 or 14 years old. There's nobody else in the NBA that's been a pro that long, I don't think. So, unique in that regard. Great size, uncanny, underrated strength. And then his vision, his pace, all of that, what allows him to really not ever be sped up or out of control.
Doncic hits them both.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Pass to Williams. Out left to the wing. Here's Murray Boyles. Stewart defends. A nice shot by Murray Boyles.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Doncic with it. He's covered by Suggs. Adebayo, a screen on Suggs. From deep, here's Doncic. Hits the trifecta. Doncic has got 10 points in the game.
Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
Outside, Williams. To the paint. Pass to Murray Boyles. Five on the clock. Adebayo with the rejection.
Oh, gotta be cautious when Adebayo is in the area, showing once again that he's a legitimate shot-blocking threat.
Hornets trail by 7. Suggs outside. Outside, Williams. Pass to Murray Boyles. Shot from 16. Rebound Miami. They come into this one having outplayed the Thunder in their last game.
They were lights out from beyond the arc, and they spaced the floor beautifully in that one.
There's all kind of talk in the game today about stretching the floor, because when you do that, everything else just becomes a little easier.
Now a timeout called by Charlotte. This can be a time of the season when it's hard for players to keep their focus, Grant.
Oh, man, B.A., the buzz of a new season is behind you. The playoffs are a long way off. This is when a coach earns his keep, making sure his guys stay energized and focused.
Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Paul George.
And the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. That's not what you want, and I'm sure it's something he's well aware of.
Suggs outside. Williams against Brown. There's a screen. Down low. Murray Boyles. And it's good for 2.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Stewart. Yet to see a basket. The 3 is up. And again, Miami with a triple.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
On the wing, Suggs. Inside. And stolen by Adebayo. Grimes, the pass to Doncic. Over Suggs. And it's Doncic missing.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Here's Murray Boyles. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It goes on Bam Adebayo.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
First one falls for him. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Hey, Grant, when you look at the mentality of today's players, what are the differences from back in your day?
Well, B.A., through the wonders of technology, players interacting more directly with their fans and telling their own stories. Also, there's a brotherhood. It's a bit more brotherly, with players on different teams more friendly than in days past. And, you know, I'm not sure how I feel about that.
First free throw is good. And that's good as he hits both shots. And Suggs has got the ball here for Charlotte. They trail by 11. Capella, screen on Doncic. Here's Suggs. Pass to Capella. The shot misses. Good D by Adebayo. And it's Miami's ball. They're on an 18-7 run.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Suggs with the bucket.
Boy, that's just the toughness basket by Suggs right there. Remember now, this young man was an all-state football player in high school.
Brown passes to Adebayo. And he lobs it up. And the jam by Brown.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Here's Suggs. Miami making their last shot. Murray Boyles can't get it to go.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Takes a step back. Capella with a block.
Boy, the timing Capella has on the defensive end. Outstanding. Terrific at knowing exactly when to go up for those blocks.
Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Oh, my. And that was textbook defense. Positioning himself well to send it back.
Here's Doncic. He's got 10. Kick out to Brown. Lets it go from deep. Again, Brown missing.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Suggs, the pass to Capella. Lays it in without an inch of room around him.
Never easy trying to stop Capella. The closer he is to the basket, the more dangerous he becomes.
To the inside. And stolen by Williams. Pass to Suggs. Capella. Doncic pulls down the board. Miami leading by 9. Nice move. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Doncic has got 12 points.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
Now a timeout called by Charlotte. So both teams making some changes here. And we always like to take this chance to show you the scoring leaders from the last 10 days of action. 5th on the list, Luka Doncic.
He's been on an absolute tear offensively. He's found something that's working for him, and he's sticking to it.
Here's Williams. Making a mark on the offensive end, scoring around 13 a game. Capella, screen on Brown. Pass to Capella. There's the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Stewart. The Heat making a switch here. Wagner on the wing. George defending. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Grant, you look at the development path of Franz Wagner. Not surprising he had an easier transition to the NBA.
Well, think about this, BA. I mean, he played against men very early in Germany, splitting time in Euroball, and at Michigan let him really develop in multiple ways. So he's seen it all and is still so young.
And he drops the first. Clark, we know how great Wagner is offensively. He's a plus defender as well.
You know what? I think he takes great pride in being a versatile, high-level defender. I mean, he focuses on that and gives great effort there. Offense comes relatively easy. He's got a great skill set, good size and mobility. But the defense is where he's really focused on excelling, and he's doing it.
It can help a big man's game to hit those free throws. It keeps the defense from getting too aggressive.
Wagner against George. Pass to Kolek. Shot clock at 6. Now here's Sharp. Shoots over Klingon. Kicks it to George. The 3. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Now here's Wagner, coming off a 12-point game. Here's the pick. Let's go with a 3, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Wagner with the right back at your answer on the 3. Pretty impressive right there.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Paul George spent some time talking about his idol. He said, the person who motivated me as a kid was Kobe Bryant. Growing up in Southern California, watching him every day, I wanted to emulate him. I attacked the game the same way he did, trying to work on every deficiency, play both ends, and be a competitor.
His impact lives on, Allie. Here's Kolek. 20 points for him last game against Oklahoma City. Here's Abaji. And a nice finish on the layup.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
Heat leading by 7. Here's Kolek. He's scoreless. There's a screen. Left side, Williams. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. George for 3. And Klingon pulls it down. Charlotte has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Sissoko uses the glass on the layup.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Hornets dance team.
Prince is checked in for Miami. And here are the Heat now, leading by 5. Outside, Williams. The ball's knocked loose. Wagner against Prince. Here's Abaji. Pass to Klingon. Here's Sissoko. Wagner with a screen on Williams. Just 5 on the clock. And he lobs it up to the rim. To stop the drought. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Well, I tell you, Williams completing that.
A scoring breakdown for the Heat.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
Grant Williams, a bit of a jack of all trades, Clark. He always provides a spark.
Yeah, he's an ideal guy to have in your rotation, whether he's starting or coming off the bench, because he gives you a lot of positive production at both ends, and he can get under the skin of the opponent too, which isn't always a bad thing. Gives you everything he has and fits in nicely with whatever role you give him.
This is his second trip to the line in the game.
One shot.
One shot.
Free throw good. Wagner.
What I love about Wagner is that he's a guy that never stops moving. He's always in action.
Pass to Prince. To the paint. And Williams punches it home.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Here's Williams. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. They come into this one following the loss to Minnesota.
It really just wasn't a fun game for them. Their offense looked stagnant, and they couldn't get anything going.
Yeah, they had no answer for them. They simply got outplayed and outworked.
Here's Sissoko. Clock at 6. Charlotte needs to get one up in a hurry. Misses the 3. Heat leading by 7. Here's Wells. Still no points. Pass to Kolek. Here's Wells. Outside, Williams. Prince, the pass to Williams. Here's Wells. No good on the triple. Charlotte has gone 1 of 4 from deep. .29 seconds left in the first quarter. Prince against Wagner. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Wagner's got 10 points.
Just punishing the defense from the interior. Wagner doesn't mind scoring against physical defense.
Pass to Williams. Fast break. Here come the Hornets. Blocked. Out of bounds as Charlotte keeps possession. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Superb anticipation on that rejection, and that'll allow them to stay on the lead if they keep defending like that.
It could go. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
And just nails the 3. Way to close the quarter.
Talk about lifting up a team and energizing them at the end of a quarter. A 3 at the buzzer, that'll do it.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Miami out in front, up by 2. We've got more in store for you right after this. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. Let's quickly break down what we've seen from the Heat.
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
Charlotte trailing. Pass to Murray Boyles. Takes a 3. Unable to get that one.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And for Miami, they've got Jaylen Brown. Bam Adebayo is out there with Isaiah Stewart. Then it's Luka Doncic, and it's Grimes in at the 2.
Even for Doncic, This is a big night in the scoring column, giving his fans their money's worth and then some.
From 20 feet. The rebound by Stewart. Heat leading by 5. Here's Grimes. No made baskets yet. Doncic feeling it out a bit. To the middle. Here's Adebayo. And the shot's good.
And they found a nice flow offensively here in the second period.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
Here's Murray Boyles. Six to shoot. Adebayo with the rejection. And they're able to recover. Second shot opportunity. Drives to the hoop. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And Charlotte making a change here. Suggs is checked in. Miami has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. Doncic outside. Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Well, despite the effort to create super teams, the league has a lot of parity right now, Grant.
It really does, and I like it. It's not quite like the 80s Celtics and Lakers or the 90s Bulls, partly because of the salary cap. It's so hard to pay more than 2, maybe 3 stars at a time.
And the first one at the line is good. Stewart hits them both. Hornets trail by 9. Pass to Suggs. To halt the run. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Suggs has gotten his second bucket on the night.
Suggs showing you right there, he's not just a facilitator.
Doncic on the wing. He's covered by Suggs. Doncic with the bucket.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
Pass to Murray Boyles. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Out of bounds. It'll be Heat ball. And now a glimpse of who's out ahead in the All-Star voting.
I'm sure the fans and the players are eager for an update.
You look at Doncic. He's the top vote getter in the Eastern Conference. Fans from all over love his game.
Yeah, and he's got the respect of players from around the East. What a season he's having.
And what a night it'll be. We'll keep you updated on the latest results during voting. Now here's Doncic. He had a 36-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City.
So much of the offense ran through him. Looking at the assist total, we saw how unselfish he can be.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening.
Taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
0 wasted trips. They're doing their job at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Hornets trail by 10. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. From downtown, Doncic pulls down the board. And here's Miami. A big stretch here going, 10-2. Here's Brown. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Raptors at Scotiabank Arena in Toronto. It'll be the front end of a 2-game road trip. Capella, screen on Stewart. The three from Suggs. Drains it. Now he's 3 for 5.
You can see Suggs' confidence growing over time with every three that he makes. Keep shooting them, Jalen. Keep shooting them.
Now here's Stewart. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game.
You know, using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
Pass to Suggs. Six on the shot clock. Capella finds Williams. Up and over Doncic. Williams misses.
Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill, didn't give him a chance.
And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall, too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for Charlotte. 9-point game. Now a timeout called by Charlotte.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Let's see who's the loudest.
Switch here. George is checked in.
Paul George.
All right, let's bring up the rookie leaderboard now to see which point guards made an impact on the boards this past month. Number 1, Luka Doncic.
Amazing. I mean, owning the glass isn't something a point guard typically does, but he's been special in that area.
Yeah, in addition to the work he does on the perimeter, he's more than willing to get his nose in there and get his hands dirty and getting after rebounds and loose balls. And I think that's why so many folks around the league can't say enough good things about him.
Now here's Williams, coming off a 28-point game against Minnesota. 6 to shoot. Inside. And there's Capella. That one's good. On the assist from Suggs.
Capella's a capable scorer from the interior. Nice job there.
Doncic finds Stewart. Doncic up top. He's covered by Suggs. Pass to George. Here's Grimes. And it's rejected. And they get it back. Now a timeout called by Charlotte. You know, one guy who's been getting it done is Luka Doncic.
Boy, he's been killing them all night, and the defense looks like it's practically packed it in.
Wagner checked in for Charlotte. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some stats for Luka Doncic. Hornets trail by 7. And here's Suggs. 7 points in the game. Wagner outside. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Wagner fearless in his attack and aggressive with it as well, forcing the defense to foul him.
He's got free throw attempts 4 and 5 here.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
You look at Wagner, I tell you what, when you got that size and mobility that he has, you can do just about anything you want out there.
And both free throws good for Wagner. Heat leading by 5. Doncic outside. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Murray Boyles.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Suggs. It's stolen by Doncic. Launches it. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Murray Boyles has got 4 rebounds now. And here's Suggs. Down low. And he jams it home with authority.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride. It makes it look easy.
Doncic against Suggs. Doncic left side. Look at Doncic going to work. So tough to handle inside.
Luka Magic has been on display tonight. He is in full control, piling up the points.
Back to Suggs. To the inside. Here's Wagner. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. One thing this team loves about Jalen Suggs, he is one tough guard, Clark.
Hey, he was the state football player of the year in high school. And you don't just forget about how to be tough when you've done what he's done on the gridiron. And it translates extremely well to the hardwood. I think he's one of the better on-ball defenders in the league right now.
They throw good, Wagner. And Miami has possession. Now here's George. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. Pass to Wells. Williams on the wing. Now here's Sharp. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got his 4th rebound in this one. Wagner on the wing. 15 points in the game. The 3 from Suggs. Sharp grabs the miss. Miami has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Pass to George. Rebounded by Murray Boyles. Murray Boyles has got rebound number 5 here tonight. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
3rd and 3-point field goal percentage. And they got a spot in the top 10 when it comes to hampering the opposing offense. They create solid coverage that doesn't allow for a lot of easy shots.
And you pointed it out. This team is tremendous beyond the arc. They hit threes at a very good clip. And that opens up the court.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls, and Charlotte making a change here. That one drops. He ties it up. Miami has got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
You see yourself on the screen and you show us your best moves. Let's go.
And this gives us a chance to check in on the season's best three-point shooting teams. The Heat in second.
Instead of just bombing away, they work hard to create good looks from beyond the arc.
Pass to Kolek. Outside, Williams. The three, George. That one falls. His second make in 5 attempts.
Seems effortless for George, that quick release of his.
All right, time for an injury report.
Guys, the head athletic trainer for Charlotte let me know the status. Unfortunately, it doesn't sound good at all. He's likely going to be out for a while. It is a major loss right in the thick of the season. Other guys will have to step up. Let's see who answers the call.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Boy, this injury definitely looks like it could be serious, guys.
Here's hoping it's not, but yeah, this team may have to get used to playing without him for a bit.
And in the training room, guys, I mean, that is not going to be an easy injury to bounce back from.
And here's Charlotte now, following the bucket by the Heat. They set a pick. Pulls it. Here's Murray Boyles, and is blocked. Here's Wells. No points yet. Pass to Kolek. And here's George, defended by Wagner. Clock at 6. Wagner against George. Blocked!
Wagner, so good with his hands, but he's a smart defender, too. Positioned himself well to come away with that block.
Sissoko, he's checked in for Wagner. And Miami also making a switch. Prince is checked in. For Charlotte, they've gone 6 of 14 in the second quarter. Pass to Murray Boyles. Inside. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Murray Boyles has got 8.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Pass to Wells. Now Williams. Here's Kolek. Takes the 3. It's tipped. There's 1:54 left in the second. Here's Klingon. Guarded by Sharp. Here's Abaji. From the arc. Sharp grabs the miss. Sharp's got 4 rebounds now. 1:29 left to play in the half. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Charlotte Hornets. On Saturday, they kick off a road trip in Toronto, where they'll take on the Raptors. And then Sunday, they'll be matching up against Karl Anthony Towns and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And for their matchup with Phoenix, that's one that could easily go either way. A few mistakes could be the difference. I expect it to be a fun one.
Here's Sharp. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Just a big man playing big. No way to stop it.
And there's the lob. And stolen by Williams. Pass to Kolek from behind the arc. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Klingon's got his 5th rebound in this one. To the paint. Here's Murray Boyles. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And, you know, we can't measure Hart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
Here's Kolek, still without a bucket. Sharp with it, and it's going to be a 3-second call. And Charlotte making a change here. Williams is checked in. Adebayo's checked in for Miami. Charlotte's gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. Pass to Murray Boyles. To the middle. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
That's serving it up on a platter there. What a nice pass. A high percentage look was the result.
Outside, Williams. Here's Kolek. Adebayo sets a screen. Kolek's shot is off. From deep three-point land. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. It's been all about Franz Wagner for Charlotte. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
Thanks for being with us. First off, how about we start with an update on the All-Star voting?
I've got a good idea who I want to see make the cut. So far, these results are close, but I know what I'm thinking. It's right there, Shaq.
That's why this is a democracy, Kenny. One person doesn't get to choose.
And now looking at the Hornets, a very close game so far.
I like how they've been hitting the boards, man, playing real hard. That's a great sign for the second half.
Yeah, but the score is close, and if they want to pull away, you got to do more than rebound.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Boy, really an incredible game here from Luka Doncic.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Here's Suggs. We've got Suggs. Williams is out there with Clint Capella. And it's Murray Boyles in at the 4. That's the Hornets 5. Pass to Capella. Just 5 to shoot. Williams from long range. They get it again. And it's Capella with the jam.
Oh, I tell you what, Clint Capella does a really good job of playing with such energy and effort, particularly on the glass, and because of that, he can hurt you on the boards.
Here's Grimes. Adebayo, a screen on Williams. And here's Brown for 3. Hits the three-pointer. Brown's got 11 points.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Pass to Murray Boyles. Screen by Capella. Here's Suggs. Lays it up and banks it in. He's got 9.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Oh, Brown just throws it down.
We've come to expect plays like that from Brown. He won't waste any opportunity to throw it down.
Here's Murray Boyles. Stewart defends. A little mid-range shot is up. Suggs, no good. And Doncic has got the ball here for the Miami Heat. For the lead. Doncic throwing his weight around.
Excellent execution coming out of the break. They've taken 3 shots and made 3 shots.
Pass to Murray Boyles. Back to Suggs. Capella, screen on Doncic. The 3 from Suggs. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got his 5th rebound in this one. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the 3rd quarter. Doncic passes to Stewart. Pass to Grimes. Jacks up with 3. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Capella's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Their first missed after hitting 3 straight shots, but I like their aggressiveness coming out of the half.
There's the triple. The rebound by Stewart. For Miami, they've gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the 3rd. Adebayo against Capella. Grimes, the pass to Stewart.
Third personal foul. First team foul.
So it's Miami now. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the 2nd half. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the 3rd quarter. The 3 from Suggs. Another score. His 5th make out of 10 tries.
1 this half, 2 for the game. Staying active from beyond the arc.
Here's Doncic. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to go on Jalen Suggs.
Luka with the crafty shot fake. Outstanding at tricking the defense.
At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes a first.
You know, one of the things I like about watching Doncic is the pace he plays at. You're not going to speed him up. He plays at his pace, the pace he dictates.
Franz Wagner checked in for Charlotte. And Miami with a change here, too. Sharp's checked in. Doncic hits them both.
You know, from the moment Luka entered the league, despite the naysayers, He's been a star, a legitimate star, and that's something you don't see very often.
Now here's Capella. He's got 6. Pass to Williams. Capella, screen on Brown. Shot clock at 6. And Capella gets it to go on the assist from Williams. Capella's got 8 points.
You know, Capella, one of the very best in the league at getting out of the screen and getting to the right spot.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. George, he's checked in for Grimes. And let's have a look at the teams who have collected the most blocks this season. In third, the Hornets.
They're quick to help each other, and they have some tremendous athletes with a nose for the ball.
Miami trailing. Now George. Give him 8. And again, no good by Miami.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the board, we're certainly seeing the effort.
And he recovers it, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic. And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
And this is exactly why he's out here, in order to block shots in tight games like this.
And here are the Hornets now. The lead is 2. Williams passes to Wagner. Offline with a 3. And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Here's George. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. George has got 10 points in the game.
And you know what? The high release point George has helps him, especially when really challenged by the defense.
And here's Suggs. He's got 12. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
Second in three-point field goal percentage. And with great execution and the ability to finish, they're a top 5 scoring offense.
And you got to avoid fouling this team. It's really that simple. They are the top team in the league in terms of free throw percentage because they don't want to waste any chances to cash in from the line. Now here's George. He's got 10. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. Wagner outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Jaylen Brown picks one up. And he knocks down the first one. And Charlotte making a change here. He's perfect from the line this time. Miami has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Stewart outside. And here's Brown for 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte. And you watch Donovan Clingan. He really benefited from that extra year in college, Grant.
Yeah, the development cycle can be a little longer for centers, B.A. He cleaned up a lot offensively and took his strength and conditioning to another level.
Here's Brown. After the basket by Charlotte. Here's Doncic. Kept alive. George. Nice work on the boards, paying off with a basket. George has gotten 4 this quarter.
Utilizing that size, George able to get it off the glass and sends it back in.
Outside, Williams. The rebound by Stewart. For Miami, they've gone 5 of 11 in this third quarter.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush.
Boy, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Wagner in the high post. He's against Stewart. Fires from deep. Rebound Miami. Sharp's got 5 rebounds in the game. Brown passes to Stewart. And finished off by Stewart.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
Doncic passes to Sharp. And out of bounds. Charlotte will have it. Now that we're into the new year, how about a check on the Eastern Conference standings? You take a look at the Heat. They're currently holding on to the 3rd best record in the conference. And, of course, there are the Hornets, 7 games behind.
Well, I think for Miami, I recall them having a lot of naysayers at the start of the season. But now, they may not have any. This team is ready for a deep playoff run.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Sissoko, he's checked in for Charlotte. Williams is checked in for Miami. Prince comes in for Brown. The Heat have gotten 7 of 14 attempts to fall in the half. Here's Kolek. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Sharp finds Doncic. And it's out of bounds to the Heat as Miami retains possession. And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
Miami calls timeout.
Down low. And rejected. And there's the drive. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
First one falls for him.
And, man, looking good from the line so far this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Heat trail by 3. Outside, Williams. Pass to Prince. Here's the 3. Knocks it down from distance. Prince has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Williams against Wagner. Here's Klingon. To the inside. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And Miami has possession after the basket by Charlotte. And Kolek gets it to go.
And, you know, he's going to take that shot every time. The defense has to respect him from the mid-range.
To the paint. Sharp grabs the miss. Sharp's got his 6th rebound on the night. Inside. Here's Wells. No points so far. The Hornets pull it in. Wagner against Williams. Wagner inside. Oh, the bucket's good, and he'll have a chance at one more. That's on Grant Williams.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
The Heat making a switch here. Adebayo's checked in. Free throw good. Wagner. Heat trail by 3. Here's Kolek. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. Gets a hand on it.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Wagner, left side. Over to the left wing for 3. Fires in the triple. Murray Boyles has got 15 points.
Boy, what a pass. Part of Wagner's total offensive package.
Now here's Adebayo. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Charlotte?
Yeah, they were so aggressive from the start, getting the ball into the painted area. Now, they stuck to their game plan, and it paid off.
How great have they been? I mean, shooting the ball from outside the arc, they have absolutely been lights out.
And what makes Bam special is his versatility, offensively and defensively. He can do a lot more out there for you than most other guys.
Pass to Wagner. Uneasy, too, on the layup. Wagner's got 7 points here in the quarter.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Now here's Williams. He's got 5. Clock at 6. Adebayo, no good.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And here are the top shooters at the point guard position in this year's freshman class. 5th, Jalen Suggs.
It's really simple. As a point guard, it's your job to create good shots for others. These guys also are great at creating shots for themselves.
Well, you know they're not going to do that, though. I mean, even as deadly as they are from the field, they're always looking to set up their teammates first.
And he drops the first. That one misses. And here's Adebayo. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. They trail by 6. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
If they are in the top 5 in fewest turnovers, they handle the rock with care, and that also helps you defensively. Less chances for your opponents to run off a turnover.
And about their three-point shooting, it's the consistency that strikes me. They're not ranked number 2 in the league because they're streaky. First one falls.
And they've done well from the free throw line this half. No misses yet.
And that efficiency, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
Both good from the line that time.
You need guys who make hustle plays. Grant Williams fights in the post against guys much bigger than him. He'll step in and take charges. He affects winning because he sacrifices his body.
Here's Klingon, still without a bucket. Out to the wing. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Williams is checked in for Wagner. And Miami also making a switch. Brown's checked in.
One shot.
Heat trail by 7. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. It's Brown on the wing. Down low. Here's Grimes. Good. And Brown gets the assist.
They have not attempted as many threes here in the second half, which I'm scratching my head about. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
Now here's Suggs. Tight defense on him. With 1 on the clock. And we've reached the end of the third. It's the Hornets. They're up by 5. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Setting the floor for Miami. Isaiah Stewart out there with Bam Adebayo. Then it's Jaylen Brown. Then it's Luka Doncic. And it's Grimes in at the shooting guard position.
I think it's the in-between game along with his savvy and ball handling that separates Luka as a world-class scorer.
Suggs outside. Pass to Klingon. 4 on the clock. from 15 feet away. Doncic grabs the miss.
Every player goes through this. When your shots aren't going down, it can ding your confidence.
And here's Stewart. Doncic with it. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Doncic has got 29.
Luka doesn't shoot a ton from the mid-range, but he's more than capable and effective when he does.
Suggs surveys the D. Screen by Capella from outside the arc. And it's Suggs with the three. And the Hornets lead by 4.
Right now, the defense needs to do a better job of closing out on this guy. He's heating up from outside.
Doncic finds Adebayo. Brown with it. 4-3. Big hit from outside. Jaylen Brown.
3 points.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
Pass to Klingon. Now here's Suggs. Williams from long range. And Grimes pulls it down. The Heat have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. They grab their own miss. Adebayo. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Adebayo with the rejection. Here's Stewart. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Jalen Suggs.
First team foul. At the line for the Heat, Isaiah Stewart. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead. The Hornets making a switch here. So he makes 1 of 2, and the second one misses.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Yep, that one's good.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Now here's Stewart. Adebayo, a screen on Suggs. Doncic outside. Miami, no good that time either.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Hey, shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
A slow start for him, but making amends here in the second half.
Brown against Williams. Back to Brown.
And Brown is a guy who is hunting contact. Defenders have to be more cautious around him when they're defending.
At the line for the Heat, Jaylen Brown. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good. Brown.
Look, you've got to give Brown a lot of credit for his growth as a shooter. That wasn't something he did when he first got to the league. He put in a lot of work. He shoots it well from the floor and line.
And the Hornets making a change here. Wagner's checked in. And both free throws good for Brown. And it's the Hornets with the ball. 2-point game. Doncic against Suggs. Pass to Wagner. Shot clock at 5. It's blocked. Brown against Williams. And here's Doncic outside.
Good closeout from Suggs right there. How about the young fella impacting the game at the defensive end?
And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Yeah, what a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Wagner against Stewart. Outside, Williams. Pass to Suggs. There's the three. Ooh, he connects. His 7th basket. He's 7 of 15 now.
Shooting in good rhythm there. Suggs off the catch and shoot. Nicely done.
Stewart outside. Outside, Brown. Brown answers with a 3-ball on the other end.
What a performance. Hit 2 from beyond the arc in the first half, and he's added 3 more since.
Pass to Capella. Wagner outside. Capella screen on Stewart. Wagner for 3. And Charlotte another 3.
His first 3 of the half. That gives him 9 total points from beyond the arc so far.
Now Doncic. The 3 is up. They get it back. Here's Adebayo. No good that time. Charlotte leading by 5. Pass to Wagner. Now Williams. Defended by Brown. Screen by Capella. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Williams. Shoots over Brown. Williams misses.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Looking to find the rhythm he had in the first half. That's now his 4th 3-pointer of the game.
Wagner outside. Here's Suggs. The shot, no good. Good D by Adebayo. And here's Adebayo. He'll bring it up for Miami. Here's Stewart. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Doncic has got assist number 5 here tonight. For Charlotte, they've gotten 5 of 12 shot attempts to go so far in the 4th quarter. Wagner outside. The 3-ball. No go for him there. 9 for 15 now. Miami has gone 3 of 7 from the perimeter during the 4th. To the paint. Here's Stewart. Kick out to Brown to take the lead. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Capella's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Wagner up top. Screen by Capella. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Putting himself on the line to get to the line. Wagner goes right into the defense there, forcing that contact.
Free throw good, Wagner. And both free throws good for Wagner. The Heat have gone just 6 of 14 in this final quarter. Pass to Grimes. From deep, here's Doncic. Capella with a rebound. Capella's got 11 rebounds in the game. Wagner outside. From down in the low post, it goes. Wagner's got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guy.
To the inside. Here's Stewart. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
Wagner outside. Launches a 3. Here's Capella. Rebound Miami. Adebayo's got 11 rebounds in the game. 3-pointer Stewart. It's rebounded by Wagner.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Capella, screen on Adebayo. Wagner for 3. To the left side wing. Three-pointer. Drills it from deep. And the Hornets lead by 5.
And they keep attacking from the three-point range here in the second half.
Yeah, I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, I hate to see teams get conservative with the lead. As long as they're good shots, take them. And as long as they're falling, continue to take them.
Charlotte has gone 4 of 9 from three-point range in the fourth. Pass to Murray Boyles. Three-pointer. Doncic pulls down the board. Doncic has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. To the middle. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That's good from Stewart.
Isaiah Stewart taking 2 shots.
And so he makes both from the line. The Hornets shooting at a decent clip. 45% for the game. Outside, Williams. Pass to Capella. Suggs against Doncic. 5 to shoot. Takes a 13-footer. Suggs with the bucket. Suggs has got 8 here in this quarter.
Gigantic points there from Suggs. He knows how to bury the big ones.
Doncic finds Adebayo. Fires from 14. And there's Doncic. That's good. On the assist by Adebayo. Adebayo's got 3 assists tonight. Timeout called, Hornets.
He recognized his players were fatigued and needed time to catch their breath.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on what the head coach for the Hornets was getting across in their huddle. He told them, this is the passion I want us to play with every night. Now, my question is, how are we going to finish? Are we going to be passive, or are we going to take what's ours? Guys, back to you.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Now here's Suggs. The shot. Rebound, Miami. And here's Doncic to take the lead. Williams grabs the board.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
Here's Suggs. He takes it in, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Putting this team on his back. I love seeing Suggs take charge like this.
And here's Doncic outside. Nails it from beyond the arc. Doncic has got 16 points here in the second half. Suggs against Doncic. To the inside. Murray. Oh, wow! Oh,
watch out below.
Big finish.
Great read by Suggs, dishing the rock in the two-man game.
Doncic up top. He's covered by Suggs. Pass to Adebayo. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That one on Capella.
Inside, Bam really doesn't hold back. He takes his shot right through the foul.
And he ends up making the second. And that ties this game up. And Charlotte's shooting 47% in this one. Looking efficient. Suggs against Doncic. Pass to Murray Boyles. He shoots again. Count the basket and the foul. That's on Isaiah Stewart.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Free throw shooting comes into focus in tight games. As usual, he's up to the task.
Now here's Doncic. Pass to Grimes. Three-pointer, no good.
Ooh, he really came close to leveling the score there.
Yeah, you know, and after the way they fought back into it here in the fourth, that would have been a big bucket for him. Suggs adding another big play to his resume. Incredible.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. There's 42 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for Charlotte, leading by 5. And it's out of bounds to the Hornets as Charlotte retains possession.
Risky pass there. They're lucky to retain possession this time.
.34 seconds left in the final quarter. Pass to Williams. No good on the 3. And it's Miami's ball. Outside, Brown. Here's Doncic. Hornets with the rebound. And now we've got an intentional foul.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
Good on the first. And that increases the lead to 6. And so he drops them both. And it's a 7-point game.
Those are critical foul shots. Love to see him knock them down there.
Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over. They're trailing by 7. Guys, your thoughts?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
That one drops for him. And so it's Charlotte winning this one. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so true, but you have to credit the crowd for giving them such a big boost toward the end. It really kept this team's energy high.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg.